Welcome to Manitoba Seniors Today, a program dedicated to senior-focused issues, interests, and ideals. My name is Lloyd Gwillem, and I'm the producer, editor, the creator of Manitoba Seniors Today. It's a self-funded, no-profit venture dedicated to sharing senior issues, interests, and ideas via community access programming like this program today, my YouTube channel, and Facebook. On this premiere edition of Manitoba Seniors Today, I visit the Manitoba Filipino Seniors Club, located at 49 Euclid Avenue in Winnipeg. Specifically, I went to see the Ukulele Filipino Club. I then chat with a retired public health nurse who puts ideas literally to pen in a retirement pursuit by publishing a self-help book. I do hope you find them both interesting and stimulating. Let's get this program underway. Firstly, we drop in on the Manitoba Filipino Seniors Club. While they have a variety of programming for Filipino seniors, I decided to drop in on the Wednesday evening to visit the Ukulele Filipino Club. But first, let's hear from the organization's program director, Ida Champagne.
I'm Ida Champagne. I'm the finance officer of the Filipino Seniors Group of Winnipeg and also the program director.
And this building we're in tonight, where is this? What is
This
it?
is the Filipino Seniors Center located at 49 Euclid Avenue in the heart of North Point Douglas Ward.
And I think you told me, or maybe it was, I think you told me it started back in 1987.
Yes, we acquired the association itself was established in 1978 and the building was acquired by the association in 1987.
I'm just amazed. I've lived in Winnipeg. I lived in Winnipeg from 85 to 2000. I came back 9 years ago. I did not know there was a
Don't feel bad because there's still
center.
a lot of Filipinos that doesn't know that the building exists for the Filipino community.
Filipinos even.
Yes.
Wow. That I find interesting, but not unusual. Because when I came to the city, my wife and I, we joined a seniors group. And we joined the first one we saw, but there were other ones, so we've since moved on to the other ones. But you don't know about it until you start searching for them.
Sure.
So this evening I came out to see Jeanette Perez, who was doing, I guess, a ukulele group.
Yeah.
She does some teaching and some support.
Yes.
Are there other programs in the building?
Yes, there's quite a bit of programs here in our building. Every Tuesday we have our line dancing class, and for 1 hour I teach the line dancing. I've been teaching since early 2000.
Line dancing, what kind of music? Like Western music or
All
any
kinds.
kind?
It's
Oh, okay.
mostly ballroom. I don't do much of Western and country. I do
Okay.
a little bit of that, but mostly ballroom, bachata, cha-cha-cha, jive,
Oh, wow.
anything. Then for an hour, that's line dancing class. And for another hour after the line dancing class, we have the retro fitness. It's like Zumba, but it's milder movement than Zumba, using an oldies music.
So is it meant to keep people healthy and give them
Yeah,
exercise?
keep the community together, socializing, energize them, and give them a sense of belonging in this little tiny community of ours.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's
Everybody
not
is welcome. No age limit.
yeah. So that's Tuesday night?
That's
What else
Tuesday night. And every now and then we have programmings here. We create programs just like on November 22, we will have a multiculturalism night. It's a pre-event
Okay.
for you guys to watch some multicultural activities. We will be inviting performers from different organization, nation to showcase their talent. And it's going to be like a 3-4 hours show for
Okay.
the members of the community whoever is interested to watch.
Wow.
We did paint night here, painting
Okay.
for seniors. We did that too. We have sports fest. As you can see, we have the billiard table. We have ping pong
Yeah.
or the table tennis. We have dart. We play chess indoor.
Yeah.
Especially in the winter time, we feel that there's a lot of our seniors that have nothing to do during winter. They get bored, so we open the facility for some sports activities.
So when you're talking seniors, what age group are you?
50 and above.
Okay. If
And
somebody was
even younger.
45, they could sneak
Oh,
in a
you
bit?
know what?
Yeah.
We just say seniors, but
Yeah.
everyone is
Senior at
welcome.
heart.
Even the
Senior at
kids
heart.
are welcome.
Yeah.
We took out the restriction of just inviting seniors. We open it for the whole community,
Yeah.
especially the children. They need to learn the tradition and culture of the Filipino people, and what
That's
a
a
way
good
to
one.
do that is get them involved.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and I guess if you have special programming in the evening, like calling all these groups together to perform, anybody could go to that.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
go see
Sometimes
that.
we do afternoon too. The ukulele is part of our programming here too. We do that every second week, every second Wednesday, like twice a month.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have to come back sometime and catch
Yeah.
them again. I saw there's like 30 people up
Oh
there.
yes, there's about 50 already.
50.
Members.
Yeah.
We started with just 8. Actually, it started in 2023 when the Filipino Music and Arts conducted a program for their association to teach the seniors ukulele. So there's about 8 of us, and when the programming stopped because it's only like 6 or 8 weeks activity, I took them all into the senior center and applied for a grant for some ukulele, and
Yeah.
I managed to get 15 ukuleles. So we invite a lot of people to join. Janet is willing to teach them, so we have ukulele class here since then.
Yeah, that's
So
quite. I'll have to
since
talk to Jeanette
2023,
after.
yes.
That's quite a job. I mean, teaching 50 people ukulele, or maybe 40 of them know pretty well. You still have to
Yes.
teach 10, I guess.
Yeah,
But
you have to start from the beginning, like
yeah,
uh, holding the ukulele, tuning it, and then the chords. So she only teach the simple songs and what do you call that? The simple song and simple strumming.
yeah. Well, she was
Yes.
telling me they start with 2 chords or 3 chords, and then they layer it and add
Yes.
some on later
Yes.
on. Yeah.
And now they can play good music.
Yeah. Well, just
You
like
can
now,
relate-
just like
rely.
now, I think we've got West Virginia playing up there on the ukulele. You can hear it upstairs.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear it in the audience there, but the ukuleles are playing upstairs. They're playing West Virginia. So thank you again. It was a delight to come out here, and hopefully
you
we can get
too,
this on
and-
the programming soon, and you'll see it.
Thanks for the
on
visit,
TV.
and come more often. And there's an activity here on November 22. I'll ask Janet to invite you
Yeah.
for that multicultural night.
Do you guys have a website?
Just the Facebook page.
Well, even that works.
Yeah,
It's
Filipino
the-
Seniors Group of Winnipeg.
So if you want to see something, you can always go to Filipinos.
Filipino Seniors Group of Winnipeg on Facebook page, and you can see all the activities and announcement if we have any programming going on at the center.
Yeah, especially if there's some other Filipinos watching that want to find the center here, it'd be a great thing to
Yeah,
do.
located at 49 Euclid on North Point Douglas neighborhood.
Thank you very much. I have to thank Ida so much for that impromptu session and wonderful hospitality. I continue my club visit with Jeanette Perez, who is the main motivator and instructor to a group of senior Filipinos learning to play the ukulele and perform songs. I sat down with her just as the group was packing up for the evening.
My name is Jeanette Perez. I've been here in Canada since 2015.
So this room we're in, where are we?
We are at the Filipino Seniors Group Hall.
Okay.
Yes.
And tonight I came out to watch you do ukulele group?
Yes. Yeah, Ukulele Filipino Club. That's what we call it. UFC.
UFC.
Yeah.
And they're all just, actually they're just getting ready to leave right now. That's why we have some people in the background,
Yes.
I guess. Yeah. So how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this since August of 2023. It's really fun for me. Like, I enjoy teaching them and letting them discover their talents. It's funny when they realize that, oh, I know how to play. It's
Well, that's what I did notice. You have what, 40, 50,
students.
well, would they be students or members?
Yeah,
How would that work?
probably
I
members.
guess some you're training, some they're,
Yes.
yeah.
Because there is always somebody new that comes. Sometimes they come consistently, but the others, like, they just drop off. But the ones that you see now, they're the
Yeah.
most consistent. group. There's a new student, but she's gonna catch up eventually.
What's the oldest person that comes out?
Oh, both there are two. 82.
I thought that was something, 82 years old.
Yes, 82 years old.
And it's every second week?
Yes, every second week of the month. So we do it twice a month only, because the room is the community center is used for other purposes too.
You guys have performed elsewhere though?
Yes, we have performed at the Manitoba Filipino Street Festival. We've also performed at some of the programs that's being done during June. That's the Heritage Month, Filipino Heritage Month. So,
Well, I just want to thank you for letting me come out here and videotape this and put it on our Manitoba Seniors Today TV program.
yeah, we're so glad you came too, because at least they have an audience now. Like,
I think they do very well. I've seen pictures of them up on stage, and I may borrow some of those pictures even.
When we were like starting, I thought that they would hesitate. Like, there was an invitation before to perform at the Leaf, and I said, oh, they'll probably shy away from the Leaf, like it's the one in Assiniboine. But when we put up the sign-up sheet, oh, everyone
Really?
signed up.
Really?
And that's when I realized, oh, they really love to perform.
Well, hopefully we can catch a performance sometime in the future. So
Yes.
thank you very much.
Yes.
I do appreciate the Ukulele Filipino group for sharing their evening with me. Just a quick note that they also have a Facebook page at Ukulele Filipino Club. Next up, I sit down in Assiniboine Park with a retired public health nurse, Shelley Copeland. I love the park and appreciate that she was able to share her experience publishing a book in her retirement years. Welcome to the lovely Assiniboine Park located in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Our guest is Shelley Copeland, a post-retirement author who goes by the pen name Shelley Dale. After a 32-year career as a public health nurse, Shelley successfully published a self-help book entitled Flourishing in Retirement. I thought Shelley's experience researching, writing, and publishing a book would be of interest to any aspiring authors out there. Welcome to the program, Shelley.
Thank you, Lloyd. I'm glad to be here.
So what inspired you to write this book, Shelley?
Well, Lloyd, I've always been a writer in the sense of a journalist, but I never thought that I would write a book per se. I wanted to get my message out, which is you can find joy anytime, even when it's challenging times. And through the years, I had kept a lot of information about dealing with challenges. And I came to realize that there is really 5 steps that I engaged in regards to that. I had started out that I wanted to give speeches about it, be a motivational speaker, but that was taking forever. I had joined Toastmasters and I just wasn't getting into the swing of that. And then I had a situation where I had a cancer scare. I had colon cancer and had surgery, and it all went well. But I wanted to get that message out, and I thought, okay, I'm going to do this by writing, and that's how I got going on writing the book and getting to it.
And I guess part of this inspiration comes from your career, maybe even.
Right. As a public health nurse, I saw many different families, many different women, and some flourished and some didn't flourish. And there were particular traits and things that people who flourished did. And there's a whole study around that, and it really intrigued me. And we actually did activities with families to help them flourish, and we used that word. So it really has been with me a long time.
So a spin-off could be flourishing in
Right.
youth, flourishing in, like the Chicken Soup series. I
Right,
guess,
and I've been told, Shelley, I did my first book launch, and somebody came up to me and said, this could be done for any age, and just like the Chicken Soup book series.
Actually managed to publish a book, get it published and out marketing within less than 5 years, I would take it, right?
That's right.
Wow. I think that's kind of interesting. So you didn't do any book writing in your career?
No, there's a lot of writing in my career as a public health nurse, but it was never in the format of a book. If there was a request to do an article, I would put in my article piece, and that it was helpful in writing.
So was it hard writing this book once you did get into it, or did you have a goal, I'm going to get so many pages done so often, or how did that process work?
Well, it was a process, because first I had to think about what my message was. And I spoke to a lady who did voice training, and she helped me come up with the ideas of what I had in mind. So that was one part. And the next part was, how do you write a book? You need a outline.
Hang on. One of the wonders of taping in Assiniboine Park. I have friends that would tell me what kind of an engine that is.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Someone landing. I guess the landing strip is over top of us today. So you were saying your process.
So first I had the lady that helped me figure out what my ideas were, and that was helpful. And then it was writing the book. How do I do this? There were two things that I did. One was I became a part of a writing community through Hay House for a year, and then I also enlisted a book coach. So that helped me really get to honing the message in the book, and then I really started working on the manuscript.
So that's a couple things. Hay House, you said?
Yes.
What's Hay House? What is that?
Hay House is a publishing company, but also they have many books that they sell, and it's been around for 25 years, I guess. People like Wayne Dyer, Louise Hay, it was started by Louise Hay. And I've been a part of that for many, many years.
So they actually help with the process? Or?
Yes, they would have speakers, they would have ways to go through the whole, how do you hone in on your message, how do you set aside time to write your book, and it was very, very helpful.
And the second thing was the coach. You said you can actually get book coaches?
Yes, you can actually get book coaches, and there's many different kinds out there. I had one that had a very specific way of getting your book out, and it was helpful to some point, but there were some things that were very difficult about that.
When I hear those two things, I think, is there money involved?
There is
These are not
money
free?
involved,
Yeah?
and that was part of the situation with the book coach that I had. And I took it to the point where it was helpful for me, but then he was asking for an awful lot of money to go through the next stage, which was the publishing part.
Yeah, I could understand that. It's almost like their goal is to help you, but one of their primary goals is to make money.
Right.
Yeah, so that would be interesting. So I guess you have to research those guys even pretty closely.
That's right. And it was really helpful to a point, but then I wasn't willing to pay the thousands and thousands of dollars he was asking for.
So what kind of time did that take?
Well,
all
he
of those
said
things?
you can write a book in 5 weeks, and that doesn't happen. But it gave me a framework to gather information, put it in a certain way, and I think that whole process took probably about 6 months rather than 5 weeks.
I guess maybe authors like James Patterson can probably knock out something in 5 weeks once they have their...
Probably.
But they've done books and books and books and books and books.
Right.
Was this your first book, I take it?
This is my first book.
Is there another book coming? Or?
I have some ideas.
Ah, okay. So the next thing I wanted to know is when do you do your writing? When's the best time for you to do writing?
So that's a really important point, because I've heard people say, I'm going to write a book. They ask me about that. What should I do? I ask them, are you writing? They say no. Get writing. And to answer your question, first thing in the morning works good for me. I'm an early riser, so I will write in the morning probably for a couple of hours at a time, depending. Sometimes it's not that long. But when I was really getting into the book, I wrote a lot in the morning.
So I'm kind of a computer typewriter guy. How do you do yours? Remington typewriter, a laptop, an iPad?
That doesn't work for me. It is in the process, of course, but I write with a pen, and I have a specific pen that I write with. It is a gel pen, and my husband has bought refills for me, and I have gone through 72 refills while I was writing the book.
72 refills right
Yes.
in the book. That's amazing.
So I write first and then I type after. When you write write a book, there's a lot of editing. So
Wow.
started with writing, putting it on the computer, and then editing from there.
That's amazing. That is amazing. I mean, I couldn't imagine writing. As I'm getting older, my handwriting is getting harder for me to read it, actually, so I do a lot of typing, but good for you for that. So I imagine you have to go out there and find someone to actually print this book. Is that a hard task, or what did you have to do for that?
Well, I did ask some author friends that I have about their process, and I was taking a creative writing class at Charleswood Senior Center, and the Sharon Hamilton had just written a book, and I talked to her, had lunch with her. She gave me information about Friesen Press, and I had heard about Friesen Press. They're out of Altona here in Manitoba, so that was helpful. And they too have a whole process of setting you up for what needs to happen next, and it's things you can learn as you go. Now that system works for me. If I need to do something, I like to learn about it, and if it's in that kind of process, it really helps me. So it turned out that was the way that I was going to go. But there's so many different publishing companies to go with, and that's something to watch for, because they'll try and get you on and may not be reputable. So really look into that.
So they might be more interested in profit than...
Right.
So they might be... Would it be fair to say they might be trying to sell people dreams that actually don't come true? Or?
That's right.
That's
and I've heard
interesting.
catastrophes with that too.
Such as people...
People will send in their information, and this was a children's book, and then the publisher disappeared.
Ooh.
Or somebody had a publisher that started with them and then they went bankrupt. So all of that information was...
So good to use a reputable publisher like this one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And based right in Manitoba.
Right.
I guess another step in the book, it would be marketing. So
Yes.
did you have a whole marketing team look after that? Do you have like a...
Now this is if I were to do it again,
Yes, okay.
or the next time, I would really look into getting somebody that could do the marketing for me. It's not my skill, and I tried different things, and I really feel that that's an area that needs a lot of work for writers, for authors, because we don't have that. Well, I don't have that skill.
So what did you do for marketing then?
I had a little bit of a plan that Friesen Press had recommended, and I did try those things. They weren't successful, and that was very frustrating. But I did some book signings, and also book launches were really helpful in getting the word out about the book. And then I had some social marketing, media things that I did as well.
Yeah. So I guess some of those things would actually involve some expense as well. if
That's
you-
right.
And maybe that's one of the drawbacks is you talk about getting a marketing team. That could cost money, right?
Right.
I wonder, would the proceeds of the book cover such marketing, or is there a time or a place or a step when you say, yeah, we've made that decision well, or...
I think people need to go into it thinking that they're not going to make money, And that's what I've heard time and time again. Not to say that you can't, but when you write a book, they say that if you sell, if it's your debut book, if you sell 100 copies, that's good, which really surprises me because it costs a lot more than what you would get on return.
That would make the books quite expensive to sell.
Yes.
Yeah. But I guess there might be some other opportunities that come from the book. This looks like something that maybe you could do some kind of workshops.
That's exactly what I did. I've done a workshop at Good Neighbors in Winnipeg, and that's something that I'm hoping to do more of in the future. And I've had a really good response from that. Yesterday I dropped a book off at a lady's home, and she said, "When are you doing the next one? I have some people that need to do this."
Oh, awesome. You can almost franchise it out, maybe.
Yeah.
Get, some of these people that really enjoy the workshops. But if you did a workshop, was that a positive experience? Did it actually help to sell some books? And
Every time I do a speech about the book, as in, say, at a senior center or a workshop, I sell books there for sure.
oh, that's awesome. What advice would you give other post-retirement wannabe authors?
There's a few things that I would recommend for post-retirement authors, and that is practice, continue to write lots and lots. Plus, get good information about the process of writing a book, because that's a different thing than regular writing, and keep at it. And if you have a passion for it, keep at it, and it really can enrich your life in so many ways. You meet different people, you have different opportunities, and I think it's something, especially if you've always wanted to write a book, if not now, when?
And it might help them even flourish in retirement.
That's right.
To use one of your phrases there.
Right.
So I want to thank you for this interview, Shelley. And if anybody wants to learn more about Shelley or the book, you can go to her website, www.flourishingmatters.com. Thank you, Shelley.
Thank you.
Well, that's a wrap on this edition. If you would like to contribute ideas for a program or just want to share some comments, feel free to visit my website at www.manitobaseniorstoday.com. There's a contact page with a form for providing feedback and comments. Be sure to check out future programs on Rogers TV Community Access programming in Winnipeg and Thompson. Till next time, thanks for watching. Yeah, sometimes we make a few boo-boos, so I'm going to share a little bit of a blooper reel with you. And to start it off, I've been invited to 49 Euclid Avenue. How's the hair look?
It's okay.
Did I have my jacket buttoned before or no? I still like the location.
Yeah.